Hello, welcome to the
Real Bit Wars.
I'm Chris, and today we have a VR to the game room. So, many of you have probably seen these 10 video game questions videos floating around here on YouTube. Justin tagged me in one, so I'm going to go ahead and respond to it here. He said that RetroEd UK was the one that nominated him in the first place. I honestly don't know where this originated, but shout out to whoever came up with the idea. And I've been seeing a lot of you doing these videos, so I thought I would jump on this bandwagon and respond to the game room here. All right, so question number one. What type of games do you like to play? I'm very nerdy.
Well, duh.
I like puzzle platformers. That is like my genre. I enjoy like single screen arcade maze games, puzzle platformers, or they can be like overhead. Think of like Adventures of Lolo, Fire and Ice on the NES, and then other things like on the Super Nintendo. There's this game called Spanky's Quest. Where you like, there's all this strategy involved to a very simple concept. That's just my jam, man. I could sit there and play that sort of stuff all day. On to question number two. How much time on average do you spend playing video games? That varies drastically. I could just be having one of those days where I'm not feeling it and I just want to sit down and play video games and do nothing else. And I might waste like 4 hours of my day doing it. Other times I might go 2 months without touching a video game. So I don't really have a good answer to that, but it is what it is. Sometimes I have time for them and other times I don't. Question number three. Do you think video games can be educational? Well, obviously that's a genre of games. There are educational video games. But as a whole, I wouldn't recommend educating yourself using video games, no. Pick up a book. Read a book. There's your education. Don't play a video game. Just gonna cut in real quick here. As I was editing the video, it dawned on me that I never answered question number 4, which was, what don't you like about video games? The answer to that is anything modern. I don't like modern gaming. I don't like the way the graphics look. I'm not into the modern retro look either. That stuff just doesn't do it for me. Even though I've never had to deal with it, I don't like the DLC and all that. I don't like the way that the disc is basically just to boot up the game rather than serving as an actual physical copy. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Yeah, modern gaming, not my thing. Question number 5. How much do you spend on video games? Oh my gosh. Way too much over the years. Been trying to do trades more so than anything more recently. I don't break the bank. I don't spend beyond my means. But I'm not going to tell you exactly how much I spend. You've probably noticed that in my videos. I usually don't say very often exactly how much I spent on something unless I got like a really good deal. I don't like to discuss that all that much. Because that's my business, isn't it? I hope there aren't people out there spending so much that they're putting themselves out of house and home, but I'm at no risk of that personally. But yeah, this is my hobby, so I'm going to spend money on my hobby. All right, number 6. What's your favorite game console? So the Super Nintendo has always been my answer to that. That's what got me into collecting. But once I got into collecting, I think I'm lying if I say something other than the NES, because I think this library of games is my personal favorite. It's the strongest on average. The games are just better than what we've seen since. Every console has its good games and its bad ones. But yeah, the Super Nintendo was my favorite, what got me into collecting. But I feel like the NES is right there with it. It's just these two consoles are my favorites. All right, number 7. What is your favorite video game? I don't think I can answer that. I did do a video a few years back, this one right here. So I'd invite you to maybe check that out. Also, I made that because I wanted people to respond to it, and that died off rather quickly. So let's revitalize that. Let's make a response video to that. Every console that you own, your favorite game for that console, and just list them all off. So go check that out. to get your answer. One of those. I don't really know. I don't have a definitive favorite game of all time. Okay, number 8. What's your favorite video game movie? Oh, that's an easy one. Hold on. My favorite video game movie is Gotcha, based off of the smash hit video game Gotcha, the sport. Was that a long, awkward pause? Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I found this at the thrift store a few weeks back. I'm like, isn't that the one that the game was based off of? So that's the reason I bought this. I have not watched it yet. I have no clue what the heck this movie's about. All right, my real answer, a very unpopular one, the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie. I liked it when it came out. I thought it was interesting, a very unique take on it. I still enjoy it in like a so bad it's good sort of manner. I think it's I'm well aware that it's not a good movie. I just like the look of it. Set designs. What was the gentleman's name? The person that did the set designs for Blade Runner worked on this movie. Like, come on, you gotta hand it to him for that. It's a cool looking movie. It's fun to just go back and revisit it and laugh at it. So that's my answer. Mario Bros. From '93. And I've never seen that newest Mario Brothers movie, and I really don't care to watch it. I'm not into modern day Nintendo or video games or anything, really. All right. Who's your favorite video game character? Bomberman, of course, because that's my favorite video game franchise. Okay. Number 10, the final question. What's your least favorite type of game? So, this is going to sound crazy from a Super Nintendo enthusiast. I'm not really into RPGs all that much, but I don't think that's my least favorite. That would probably go to those like on-rail shooters. There are very few of those that I like. I think one exception that comes to mind is Lethal Enforcers. Just those games where, especially the 3D ones, where like all you're doing is shooting at stuff and it just pans across all over the place. Those give me, I mean, I feel like I'm having a damn anxiety attack when I try to do those. There's just so much crap coming at me, and I have to just stop and quit. Very few of them can I actually sit through and try and play them. Like I said, Lethal Enforcers, Area 51, the arcade game, is another one. There's a Jurassic Park one for the arcade that I can manage. Some of those just drive me absolutely nuts. Like, it's not even a matter of how I personally feel about them. I physically can't handle it. Like, it just makes me feel all dizzy and stuff. There's just too much. It's weird. There's nothing else in video games that I experience this from. But yeah, those on-rail shooters just don't do it for me. Weird answer, but it's kind of a weird question, too. Not really, but whatever. So thanks to the Game Room for nominating me. Thanks to RetroRed UK for nominating him. And yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Make your own response. Am I supposed to nominate somebody? I have no idea. I didn't think of anybody to nominate. Uh, I'll nominate Beavis and Butthead. There, how about that? Guys, I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching.